Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So what do you all think about the new footage that's appeared from the creator playtests that happened? All the new footage of Operation Firestorm and the new large scale maps for Battlefield 6. It's all looking really good so far. It's looking like, they have really listened to the feedback that came from how bad Battlefield 2042 was, and also all the beta feedback has been implemented into the game as well. The people that played the latest versions of the build, are quite happy with what they've played. I mean, looking at these videos, it does look like an outstanding game if Battlefield is for you. I've played Battlefield since Modern Combat 2 on the original Xbox and 360. I've loved playing Battlefield. I never pretend to be any good at it, nowhere near as at the level I am with COD, but I do enjoy my time. My favourite one of all time was Bad Company 2. Now, whether this can be similar to Bad Company 2 for me, then, I'd appreciate it if it was. But Battlefield has got the hype at the moment, and Black Ops 7 Call of Duty really has got a contender to the crown, so to speak. Whether it'll take a huge amount of players away from Call of Duty, I don't know, because they are slightly different games. The same genre, but not necessarily the same type of game. Now, the Battle Royale is rumoured to release on the 28th of October, which is roughly the date of Season 1 for Battlefield 6. Now that would be the worry for Call of Duty, whether it is good enough to take Warzone's crown. We'll have to wait and see what that's like. And I have been given Battlefield Labs access for Friday, and I'll probably be playing the latest build of the Battle Royale. It's under NDA, so it's not necessarily meaning that I'm going to show footage or images from it, because it'll have, a watermark on it. And that's the reason why I've had to take down the Battlefield Labs videos that I've got on the channel, because one was claimed by a copyright company, so I've made the others private for the time being because of that situation. And the MCAs end up getting your channel removed. But hopefully I'll be able to see what the game plays like, the Battle Royale side of things, because I'm already happy with Battlefield 6. So I'll have to see how the Battle Royale side plays. At the moment, the footage I've seen, it looks a little bit slower and more similar to the way Warzone 2 played. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure. I know some people don't like the speed levels that Warzone can sometimes generate, and a slower game of Battle Royale may benefit us. I don't know. Like I say, I'll just have to play it and see what my thoughts are. I will be playing the majority of the games, and I'll be quite honest, Battlefield is normally the game that annoys me first before Call of Duty does, and then I end up spending more time on Call of Duty. But this time around, with Battlefield being as good as it is, and hopefully the Battle Royale is going to be good, then I may have more time on this game over Black Ops. No, I'm hoping that Black Ops is fine. I'm hoping that the beta and the information dumps that we get in the next couple of weeks from COD Next and that do alleviate some of the worries that the community has. The hype levels aren't as great as it once was for Call of Duty. Battlefield 6 has killed a lot of that, because people are hyped about a modern looking, well playing Battlefield game again, which we haven't really had since Battlefield 3 and 4. They're the games that people always go back to and refer. Now, I like Battlefield 4, was not necessarily a fan of 3. I've always liked Bad Company 2 more than them, but again, we'll have to see what happens and how these two games that are now going against each other develop going through. I'm not going to be negative about either one at the moment. There's no point. rage baiters for Call of Duty just make content on raging over how poorly they think the game is. Yeah, the game's currently not in not in a good state. Sorry, so we don't necessarily know what Black Ops 7 will be like when it releases. Yes, there's issues with the reveal and the advertising, but hopefully they learn from it moving forward, and the game comes good and surprises us all. If not, we've always got Battlefield 6 to go and fall back on. And if Black Ops 7 ends up being hated, it's just one of them. I mean, Infinite Warfare was hated to, high levels, but it turned out to be an average but alright game and people still played it. But Battlefield 6 does have the hype levels. And looking at the footage that was released yesterday from EA and all the creators that went to the playtest, it is looking really good and really interesting, and hopefully we have a good year with both games, but that's just hope at the moment. And I just hope that Battlefield doesn't go too goofy with the cosmetics, even though they've said they won't, but there's little snippets of information that developers have dropped that hinted they could do at some point within a future season. Hopefully Black Ops 7 and Treyarch have learned that most of the skins in Black Ops 6 are universally hated and they don't go to them levels again, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I am interested in both games and it should be a good year for us. Ghost out.